November 28th, Dr. Steve Turley on YouTube. Pennsylvania judge rules election unconstitutional.
Did. All right, midnight last night, we got an absolute bombshell. A Pennsylvania judge ruled that the Pennsylvania election was, in her words, likely unconstitutional. She thinks that the lawsuit that was filed against the improprieties of election officials in Pennsylvania has clear merit, that it is going to win in the U.S. Supreme Court. And here's the doozy. And she is, in effect, giving the Republican legislature in Pennsylvania the power to choose electors. So let's break this down, because I think it's absolutely a bombshell. This is amazing. So this is a lawsuit that was filed by Sean Parnell along with a Pennsylvania congressman by the name of Mike Kelly. This is not from Trump's legal team. This is a separate suit. This is a multi-front war. God bless everybody involved here. Absolutely multi-front war. And the lawsuit ended up in Judge Patricia McCullough's court. Now, a couple of days back, that name may sound a little familiar to you, because we did a video on her ruling. Judge McCullough ordered a halt to the certification process in Pennsylvania. She ordered the state she ordered that the state cannot take any further steps to complete the certification of the votes, pending further hearings. Now, as it turns out, it's because she believed that the suit that had been brought up had merit.
Skipping ahead to 532.
So after Judge McCullough, a couple of days back, ruled that Pennsylvania officials have to halt the certification process, their governor there, this guy by the name of Tom Wolf, which I think is such an appropriate name, after the judge gave her orders, he turns around and he says, "Too late. We've already certified the vote. You're too late. Ha, ha, ha." It's exactly what Cuomo basically said. The Supreme Court's irrelevant. Too late. We already changed the order. That appears to have really pissed off this judge, okay? She came out after Wolf was skipping and prancing in front of all the CNN cameras that, this judge was too late, ha, ha, ha. This very same judge came out and publicly reprimanded the governor and said, "Hey, you and I had a conference call or something like that, right? And you told me personally the certification process was not completed." So she decided, in response to his prancing, she decided to release a full verdict and stick it to the governor and the separate liberal left-wing Secretary of State. She came out and ruled that vote certification is under no circumstances to continue. She wrote that she thinks the plaintiff's case has absolute merit and that they will win on constitutional grounds. Now, if you're unclear what the case is, it's really quite fascinating. This case by Sean Parnell, that was brought by Sean Parnell, Congressman Mike Kelly, what they filed alleges that the state of Pennsylvania conducted an election that violated their state constitution. The Pennsylvania Constitution is apparently very strict in terms of who is allowed to vote by mail-in ballot, absentee ballot. And as I understand, there are only basically 4 reasons or qualifications that legitimately allow a person to access mail-in ballots. The problem, of course, is that Secretary of State there in Pennsylvania, even the Republican-led legislature, they basically permitted ballots to be sent out to anyone and everyone for whatever reason. The problem is that no one has the right to change the state constitution on a whim. If you wanted to do that, fine, but you have to change the state constitution. The Secretary of State, the Pennsylvania legislature, the governor, no one has the right to just willy-nilly change what is absolutely clear and rock solid in the Pennsylvania state Pennsylvania state constitution. You have to go through the process to change the constitution, and Pennsylvania officials didn't. And so right now, the Trump campaign is smelling blood. They are now looking into all the state constitutions in the contested states, and they're ready to shift their argument to mirror what was just argued in this case. And they're going to shift it and blast it across all 6 states that are being contested based solely on this judge's ruling. This is what I mean in the sense that this may be the very first domino to fall here. Again, I think